What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mr.Senpai, aka Sen. Where do we begin? So I just finished watching Platform 2. The Platform 2, right? Was anybody else confused? Because I finished watching the whole movie and there is so much open-endedness going on that it makes me kind of dislike it a little bit. I just feel like they didn't answer any questions. They just left it for us, me and you, to interpret. I don't know if I enjoy movies like that too much. I do like the thinking aspect of it, but the fact that you're not gonna give me a clear answer to what the hell is going on is my problem, right? But nonetheless, I just finished watching the Platform 2, of course. And to those of you who don't know what that's about, this is the same movie from the Platform 1 where food starts from the top. There's a bunch of people inside of a cell or prison type environment, and there's a plenty of food, in fact, enough food for everybody on the top floor, and it goes down through all the floors, right? As you can tell by that environment, that a lot of the food is eaten at the top, leaving people at the bottom without food, and then the drama ensues behind that. And this is just a part 2 to that. So if you haven't seen Platform Part 1, you need to go watch that now. And if you haven't seen Platform Part 2, then you definitely need to go watch that as well. But I will give you guys a quick review, just rating wise, just so you can see if it's worth it or not. I would put the platform, right, by itself without any context, I would probably put the platform at a 8.8. Now the Platform 2, I would probably put it in the 7.8 to 8 range. The concept of the Platform 1 was so new and amazing. It was like, okay, wow, this is a cool concept, but it still left mystery that I thought we were gonna get answered in Part 2. We didn't get that answered. In fact, there's even more mystery now, and it's more open-ended, and it's definitely more up to conclusions, right, into theories, and I think that's exactly what we're going to be getting into today. So that's my review. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out, and then come back to this video. So now we are in the spoiler-only zone. There's going to be spoilers here, so if you're fine with it, we're about to get started. All right, cool. So I guess the primary question that we all are wondering right now: does Platform 2 happen before Platform 1? Or after? The movie itself alludes to the concept of it happening after Platform 1, and we can tell that by Trigamasi is his name, but I like to call him Hannibal Lecter, and if you know the movie, you know why. His morals are terrible. He has no consideration or care towards anybody other than himself. Mr. Hannibal Lecter here. In the first movie, we see him clearly die. He gets cut in the throat by the mother who was looking for her child in the first movie, right? But in the second movie, we see he has an active role with the new protagonist here. So it makes us automatically, when I saw that, I was like, oh, okay, this happens before Platform 1, because he dies in Platform 1, but he's here in Platform 2. Naturally, common sense, it tells you it happens before. But then there are so many other situations alludes to Platform 2 happening after Platform 1. And here's what I'm talking about. So the first note that I noted, that this Messiah is trying to develop a society or a situation within the prison system to have the food equally shared amongst everybody from the first floor all the way down to floor 333. Now, he builds this concept by getting the people involved and making sure there's punishments for those who don't follow the rules, and then people are kind of getting involved, and then food is getting spread throughout the levels, which is cool. I kind of like the concept. I do appreciate everybody being able to eat. But the first thing that I have a problem with when it comes to the Messiah guy is the rule. So y'all remember when Pizza Boy was trying to eat the food of the deceased people? So remember, he had two people that deceased that died already who sent their orders up, and their orders were on the table, and the dude that was kind of like playing in the role in the law of what's going on, he was like, hey, we gotta throw that food away, that's part of the law, that's part of the rules. And the pizza boy was like, why? Like, we should probably eat that, right? Why just chuck food away when people are starving, right? We need to eat the food. And you know what, honestly, at first I was like, duh, like why are we not eating food? Why does he have to suffer for eating a food to a dead person who's not going to eat? Why are we throwing it away instead of feeding a person? But then low-key, I was like, you know, I almost understand it. And here's what I'm saying. The Messiah guy is trying to set up an order. I feel like he's trying to make people learn discipline, and into the degree that, hey, we're super serious about eating your portion. Whatever you call for, eat that. We're so serious about this rule that if you did not eat that portion which belonged to that fallen comrade, we're throwing it away, right? Which in that sense, I could kind of agree, because you want people to be serious about following the rules. But do I think we should throw the food away? I don't know. I came with the suggestion that maybe we should just leave their food on the table. All right, you didn't order it. You know you didn't order it. You know that's not your food. Leave it on the table. It's not for you. Let that go all the way down to the bottom, right? Because as we and you know, there is a child at the bottom. So anything that's left over, I think should have went to the child. I mean, am I wrong for that? With that said, you know, that was just one of the things I really just didn't like about his rules per se. I thought that could have been better. Plus the punishments were kind of harsh. Like there was no room for grace or mercy or anything like that. He went to extreme. There was a balance there that could have been happened, and he didn't have that balance. But that's just my opinion concerning the rules, right? Past the rules, we're still trying to figure out a timeline, right? Did this happen before? Did this happen after? Now, right now, we're on the theory, of course, that this happened before because of Hannibal Lecter, right? He's alive, but here's the problem. I started to see people who were in this series, and I'm sure you know who I'm going to start discussing here, that were here, but they were more aged than they were in the first movie. Remember the guy who seemed to have a bit of autism with him? He was in Platform 2, and he was clearly older, and he's younger here in Platform 1. Wait, hold on. Hold the horses. Where are we, right? I thought this was before. Like, why does he look, why do I know him, and why does he look so familiar? Why does he look older? Do y'all remember when Pizza Boy was eating his pizza, right? But also started to eat the food from the deceased homies? People looked up and was looking at him eat the food that didn't belong to him. Remember that dude with that hair? Now in Platform 2, when you're looking at him, his hair is longer. He looks older. He's an older man. Do you know he was in Platform 1? After watching Platform 2, I went back and watched Platform 1 because I had to make it make sense. I need to understand what I'm looking at, right? And then I watched Platform 1 and things started to hit. Right, I come to realize that I believe Platform 1 happened first. Platform 2 is what happened afterwards. Bear with me. I know. What? Hannibal Lecter in Platform 2, I believe, was in the protagonist, the chick, head. I actually don't believe he was real. He kind of pushed the knife to her, and then she picked it up or whatever and killed it. I don't remember if she exactly pushed the knife or she found it on the ground, but nonetheless, she got the knife and then stabbed the dude to get her offer that was choking her. I don't believe he actually did that. I don't even believe he was there. But then I have to explain the black chick, right? Because remember, there was a black chick in that room who got stabbed by the same Hannibal Lecter. But at least that's what it looked like. Is that what happened? I have no idea. Now, this is where I'm starting to get lost, because I feel like this is all in her head. Not the whole scenario, just him per se.Maybe in the comments, if you can understand my theory and can figure out why he might be imaginary, not really there, let me know. Give me some more insight there, because it's bugging me right now. I think that the same Messiah guy trying to get the whole prison in order is the same Goreng that we see in Platform 1. And there's so many keynotes which I believe they really tried to push in Platform 1 that they emphasize in Platform 2. Imenguri is her name, right? So I call her Lady with the Dog, right? So when Goreng was speaking with the lady with the dog, she was talking to him consistently about being a messiah, right? We need somebody to teach them the way. We need them to think about consciously wanting to save food for the next person and then not, threaten them into it. We want them to understand and such and such and such and such. She was always talking about, we need to set an order, a precedence. We need to portion out for your section. You go down, portion out for next section. She's bringing all of the ideology that the Messiah is using in the second run. When Goren first got to the prison, right, and your boy Hannibal Lecter was slowly teaching him about how the prison goes and how things interact here in the prison, right? Then Goreng was like, hey, he looking down at the bottom, seeing the food and looking at the top and stuff. He was like, hey, those who are at the bottom, if we just share and take our small portions, then everybody can eat going from top to bottom. Remember, he came up with that by himself. That was his mindset when he got into the prison, right? Because he's not a prisoner, right? He's not a savage. He did this voluntarily to trying to get a degree. And then we have this new Messiah guy who's now going through all the floors, keeping order, right? And if everybody's not following the rules, bringing discipline, it correlates too easily. Like, it gotta be the same person. You know what I'm saying? Like, it gotta be. So that's my theory on that one. I believe Platform 2 definitely happens after Platform 1. And I believe Goren is the new Messiah in Platform 2. Now, concerning why the administration is lying and doing this in the first place, I have no idea. I believe this is one of those movies that has a more hidden meaning for those who are more conspiratorial. I guess just to say like that. I say conspiratorial because I call me a conspiracy all day, right? There's certain things that's just lining up. And I feel there is something to consider that the floor does end at 333rd level. Isn't that Masonic? That's a Mason thing, right? That's those 333 stuff. That's within their religion and the whole foolishness, right? That's that whole thing. Is this some sort of that type of movie? More like, you know, what's happening behind the scenes of what's actually happening in me and your life, and we're just showing you in a movie. I felt that was very, very interesting. And the fact that on that last floor was a child, I don't know if that's for the movie or they're trying to tell us something that I don't understand. And maybe you guys have a little bit of an insight concerning all that and can let me know in the comments. Please do. I would love to dive deeper into that. Nonetheless, there's also where this could be a representation of, you know how they say Messiah, of Jesus Christ, where, you know, he started from the top, came all the way down for the people at the very bottom of the floor, helping everybody, just, you know, being that aid that I came from the top, I'm down here now teaching y'all it, and then I come back now as the Messiah and teach y'all now how to order the whole thing, setting things all right. And that's the thing with this movie, and that's why I believe Platform 2, I give it a less score than I did in Platform 1, because it's super open-ended, right? And maybe I'm just lacking in the context, right? Well, I also find it interesting that we never even seen anybody on the first floor. I think the highest we've actually seen somebody is on the 5th floor. If Platform 1 is happening before Platform 2, right? That means in Platform 1, when they sent that child up, everything continued as normal, right? Nobody left the prison. There was nothing crazy like that because Goren ended up becoming a Messiah. But if that is the correct theory, how did he get from the bottom, right? Because he went under 333, the last floor, and then came back up as this Messiah, now setting the whole prison in order. He was the first to save a child and bring her back up, right? And after him in Platform 2, the next chick did it. We see the other people that also saved children and sent them up and end up down there. Is this some sort of play to Jesus Christ, right? Or is it more of a evil or meeting on the Mason side? What's happening? Where are we? And that's how I felt when I finished Platform 2. And that's why I got a 7.8 to me. It's too open-ended and I just don't have this decoder to make it all make sense. But hey, that's my theory crafting at this stage. You guys, please, I'm begging, let me know what y'all think, man. I'm really trying to figure this whole thing out. Where's Matt Pat when you need him, damn it? I'm saying, come back to YouTube, man. But nah, I appreciate you guys watching, man. Appreciate you guys joining, man. And that's all I got for y'all, man. Until next time, my peeps, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in another vid.